Out. Umacall's been working. It's a half length in front of La Rocha. Then came quickly Delago Brom scooting forward up to third on the outside of Mummify. Over on the fence, Dexterous. Further back in the race, Sir Craigley. Then Charlie Bab. Oh, something's gone amiss with Delago Brom. Delago Brom hasn't made the turn. He's east to the outside. And in the straight now, La Rocha got up on the inside of Umacall. Dexterous gets out, coming after them quickly. Then Mummify and Cool As. Further back then came Charlie Bab down the outside. But Dexterous raced to the front now at the 200-metre mark. And Dexterous broke clear. She moved 2 lengths in front of Cool As. And on the outside, Lawson Storm, but Dexterous has got a winning break, I'd say. Lawson Storm after it, but Dexterous takes the guineas. A length and a half, Lawson Storm. Third home, Cool As, and Umacall is fourth. A gap then to Charlie Bub and Mummify, then Cobra Muse, La Rocha. Further back in the race, Craigley, followed by Glefty, then Magic Bird. Now, what has gone amiss with this one, Delago Brom? He was making a move coming to the final turn, and the rider sat up on him and eased him to the outside, and he canters home last of all.
12 Dexterous, Darren Gauci, 640, 190. 4 Lawson Storm, 410. 2 Cool As, 230.
Dexterous enjoying a good run all the way, always tucked away over on the fence, getting a good spoil. And the Gouch has ridden the filly to perfection, and she's beaten Lawson Storm, number 4. And number 2, Cool As. Numbers are up 12, 4 and 2, 12, 4, 2. And I know what's happened to Delago Brom. He was caught a little wide, but Arnold sent him forward inside the 600-metre mark, and he quickly made his ground up to third. He was wide. So the jockey set up.
We'll come back with news. Max K, the favourite at the coast, is 241.04 ahead of 4. Gabby at $522 and 1 Major Dilemma, $5.90 the win, $4.90 for the place. On the previous at Sandown, 12.42. Dexterous, Darren Gauci, 641.90. 4 Lawson Storm, 410. 2 Cool As, 230. Quinella, 63.90. Exacta, 134.60. And the 12.42 trifecta, $603.30.
Tab dividends for Xenia Mortgages Parramatta. Refinance your home and have cash in your pocket within 7 days.
Conjure up drama here at Rosehill. We have, over a long span, some incredible finishes, controversial finishes, protest falls. It is one racecourse to ensue drama. Slowly but surely they're getting in here. Now only Manelli to come forward. Manelli walking in now, so they'll soon be away over the 1,200 metres, the 5th of the day. Manelli resuming today. Trained by Max Crockett at Mudgee, has the services of Robin Freeman, and she's not quite there. In the familiar Guri colours, the red and black stripes. And the gatemen push, shove, and they win the day. Oh, she said, well tried, has drawn the inside marble here. And they'll soon be away. Starter climbs his stand. Presses the button, they're off this time. A nice even break, Quest for Success, and Manelli, the smartest out. Divine Lily jumped well, and the heavily backed Oh She Said is moving forward swiftly, and so too Tannadice Park. Settling, Tannadice Park runs to the lead narrowly from Quest for Success, is joining another, and nosing her, and a length and a half away third. Manelli from Flying Anna, Oh She Said. 1.5 further back is Divine Lily, followed by Powderburn, Sophisticat, Celestial Kiss, Speedy Spice, followed by Bonbird, and then Fleecing and Straight Proof last. By the 600 they run, and Quest for Success, a clear leader now from Manelli and Tannadice Park. Then Flying Anna out off the track, Celestial Kiss, Oh She Said, awkwardly positioned from Sophisticat and Fleecing, and a length further away is Powderburn, Divine Lily, Speedy Spice, and then a gap to Bonbird and Straight Proof. A compact lot straightens up now, and Quest for Success, a length Manelli, Fleecing coming down the outskirts, and then Tannadice Park, and a length further away is Straight Proof. At the distance, past the 200, and Fleecing got to Quest for Success. Manelli between them. Oh She Said, seeing clear galloping room, but Fleecing is the leader. Quest for Success can't match her, and Fleecing beat Quest for Success. Bonbird again flew, is in a photo with Manelli for third, and then came Oh She Said, Straight Proof, and Powderburn, Flying Anna, Sophisticat, Celestial Kiss, Tannadice Park, followed home by Speedy Spice, and Divine Lily brought up the rear. And David Payne wins his second race since taking up training in Sydney. David, of course, David Payne, a South African, and with a very, very commendable training record in that country, decided to pack up South Africa, head to Sydney, and trained Sierra Dane to success recently at Randwick, and has quickly followed up with fleecing here by Anabar from Steeling, and that was the horse's second run for David, and Huey Bowman in the saddle. Numbers not up yet. Here they come now. 5 the winner, Fleecing. Second goes to number 2, Quest for Success, Justin Sheehan for Rod Craig. Number 4 is third, and that is Bond Bird again getting home. Graham Rogers and the trainer Corey Brown in the saddle, and number 1 was fourth, and that was Manelli. 5.
3 or 4 locked in, and Prince Hale is right. Grey Song has the inside. Here's Hale going in. She's been well tried. Southern Crown moving along for Kieran McAvoy. Pentastic is set. Readiness is now moving in. Most of them are ready. Dash for Cash. His one run at the trip, of course, was in the Caulfield Cup. A lot of things went wrong for him that day. Yammer, big odds if you fancy him at $15. Here's the 3-year-old now. Beavers coming up into his place. It's been tried at odds. Dash for Cash continuing to ease out, but still holding favouritism. Here he comes up into the gates now. Jim Cassidy on board, twice a winner of the race back in the 1980s. Balonic to come in. Weasel Will for Danny Nikolic and Yammer, and we'll have them right for the Sandown Classic. Run at weight for age for the past 3 years. Aerosmith, Brave Chief, and Sky Heights, the winners, all good quality winners in the last 3 years. And now they're set. Ready. Racing in the Classic. Beaver began a little awkwardly down in the middle. Spirit of Westbury out okay. Dash for Cash began well over on the outside in company with Balonic, and Pentastic had jumped well. Prince Hale, Southern Crown and Hale were all the way okay, and Beavers recovered after a slightly awkward beginning to be up with the leading horses. Weasel Will went back. Yammer's last. Grey Song about third last. Down towards the post, not a lot of speed about. Southern Crown had it. Balonic working from the outside gate, and Hill of Grace drives through to take the lead. Hill of Grace led Balonic. The 2 mares, 1-2 leaving the straight. Southern Crown right behind them. Dash for Cash has got in on the outside of Beaver, or has he? No, he's still caught 3 wide, the grey. They're trailed by Readiness, Pentastic, a length and a half to Hale. Prince Hale, next Grey Song on the inside of Spirit of Westbury. Weasel Will and Yammer bring up the rear. Hill of Grace into the back by a length and a half. In second is Balonic. Southern Crown is third. 2 lengths away Beaver. Readiness on the inside, a length and a half. Dash for Cash outside Pentastic. 1 further back is Hale, followed by Prince Hale, a length and a half. Spirit of Westbury, Grey Song the rail. Then 2 lengths to Yammer and Weasel Will last. So Hill of Grace took them down the back. She set her own leisurely tempo. Out by Arlington 3/4 at the 1200. Balonic is second. Southern Crown is third. 2 lengths away is Beaver and then Readiness. They get 3 lengths Pentastic. Ahead to Hale. Next Dash for Cash. Cassidy getting itchy fingers. He's just booting the grey up now. 2 lengths away Prince Hale, Grey Song, followed by Yammer outside Spirit of Westbury, and Weasel Will is last of all. Hill of Grace, the leader, going to the 800 metres. She couldn't have had it easier. A length and a half, Balonic, Southern Crown. Beaver fourth. Then Readiness, followed by Pentastic. Next Dash for Cash. Hale on the inside. A length Spirit of Westbury. Yammer, Grey Song, Prince Hale and Weasel Will still last with the job at the 600. And it's Hill of Grace by 2. Balonic's hard ridden. Southern Crown niggled at third. And they're followed by Readiness. Next Beaver as they swing around the home turn. Pulled out as Pentastic. Hill of Grace kicked away on them. At the 400, she's 3. Southern Crown now under the whip. Then Readiness, trailed by Hale, who's making ground the inside. Pentastic is winding up in Grey Song. They haven't got to Hill of Grace still. At the 200, Hale gets out of the pack to give chase. Pentastic runs on, and then Grey Song. Now Hale gets to Hill of Grace. Hale takes the lead for Greg Childs. Hale wins it. Hill of Grace has run a great second, and third is Grey Song. Then came back behind them was Pentastic, Southern Crown and Spirit of Westbury on the outside, trailed in by Beaver, Weasel Will, Yammer, Readiness, and then Prince Hale, trailed by Dash for Cash, second last, and last is Balonic.
Greg Childs aboard another star Kiwi. Hale proving too good ahead of Hill of Grace. Grey Song catching third. Fourth to be confirmed, Andrew Bensley. The Kiwis will be crowing.
Okay, yes, we're down here. Sorry, we missed the queue there, but all the owners are here. So too, Bruce Marsh. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks very much. Yeah, great thrill. Marvellous thrill. Marvellous thrill.
Hill of Grace ran them along really strong.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I'd ask you to do. Stand up on there, Bruce, so our camera can pick you up down there, mate. That was fantastic because the pace was on and Greg just got up on the inside.
Yeah, marvellous slide, marvellous slide. I actually would like to see him a bit handier, but he's the jockey.
Okay,
great job.
Look, you were very happy going into the race, just talking to us. Really had thrived since the Melbourne Cup.
Well, we've planned out the Melbourne Cup for such a long time, and we didn't get the breaks, and the horse has thrived again. He's done nothing but improve since he's been here.
Yep.
And a lot of credit to Jackie Fleming. She's been marvellous with the horse. A lot of credit to her and the horse.
Auckland Cup, maybe something you'll look at now?
Yeah, tell Dean Knowles that's his only second win in Open Company. So.
That's a handicapper back home.
Yeah.
Well done to you, Bruce. Are these the owners here?
No,
they're just happy people with you.
Yeah.
Well done to you, and you've enjoyed your time here, clearly.
Most definitely. Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot, mate. Bruce Marsh there, the trainer of Hale. I thought that they were the owners. They were going right off, Brendan. A great celebration moment. And Greg Childs wins the Sandown Classic on Hale.
I'm tipping they've had a little bit on, hence their relation too as well, Andrew. That's the Sandown.
Racing. The way to a good start too, and one of the best away, Southern Crown, Hale, Prince Hell and Grey Song. They began well down to the inside. Dash for Cash and Pentastic out wide are starting to come over with Bolonic, and coming down onto the course proper now, just over a lap to go, and pushing forward in the middle now is Beaver. Beaver, Southern Crown, the rail further out is Pentastic, and Dash for Cash and Bolonic pushing on with Hill of Grace starting to go up in the middle. So down at the winning post now, and it's on the outside Bolonic, Hill of Grace going through in the middle, and it's Hill of Grace, Bolonic, Southern Crown, Beaver, and on the outside Dash for Cash caught 3 deep. Out of the straight, a length and a half Readiness from Pentastic. 2 to Prince Hell, a length and a half Hale, followed by Spirit of Westbury. They're followed by Grey Song, Weezer Will, and last of all is Yammer. Out of the straight they go about 17.50 out. The leader Hill of Grace. She's a length and a half in front of Bolonic and Southern Crown third. Then Beaver, who's up running fourth with his necked arch now. He's head on the ground at the moment, fourth Beaver. Over on the inside, Readiness fifth, and they're followed by Pentastic. Outside it now is Dash for Cash, a length and a half Hale, a length Prince Hell, 2 Spirit of Westbury, Grey Song, 2 Yammer, and 1.5 last of all Weezer Will. Down the back of the 1300 in the Classic, and the leader Hill of Grace. She slowed them up. She's 2 in front of Bolonic and Southern Crown, 2 then to Beaver. It's fourth on the outside of Readiness fifth, a length and a half further back Pentastic. Inside it Hale, a length into Dash for Cash. He's still 3 deep. Back in the middle is Prince Hell, the inside Grey Song, 1 to Spirit of Westbury, and Yammer the outside, and 2 last of all is Weezer Will, 1,000 to go. And the mare bowling freely out in front here is Hill of Grace, a length and a half Bolonic, a length further back is Southern Crown third, no change. Beaver is fourth, fifth the inside Readiness. Then came the Dash for Cash. He's still 3 deep. Pentastic up in the middle. Hale the fence, a half into Spirit of Westbury, a length and a half Grey Song. Prince Hell lost ground. Yammer went around it, and last of all Weezer Will. 700 out, the leader Hill of Grace, and she's 2 in front at the moment from in second placing Bolonic, hard ridden, a length and a half into Southern Crown, followed by Beaver. Further back Readiness, a few of these are off the bridle from Dash for Cash, then Hale and Spirit of Westbury, but Hill of Grace straightened up 2.5 in front at the 450 from Southern Crown. 2 lengths to Readiness. They're followed by Hale, Beaver, Pentastic down the middle running on, then Spirit of Westbury. Further back Dash for Cash struggling from Grey Song. Hill of Grace down at the 200 metre mark, 2 in front. Hale is after it quickly off the fence and coming home well. Hale is looming up to Hill of Grace, then Grey Song out deep with Spirit of Westbury. Hale takes the lead, and Hale wins the Classic, a length on the line. Second Hill of Grace, third home Grey Song, then Spirit of Westbury, Pentastic the middle. From Southern Crown a gap Beaver, then Readiness followed by Weezer Will, Yammer, a long gap the Prince Hell. Just coming in as Dash for Cash. He's tailed off second to last, and Bolonic is last of all.
For Hale, Greg Childs, $7, $2.60. 11 Hill of Grace at $3.90. Third 9 Grey Song, $4.70.
Number 4, Hale, enjoyed a good run back on the inside, given to it all the way here by Childs. After Hill of Grace had a soft lead, she kicked on the turn, Hill of Grace, and for a couple of bounds looked as though she might turn her form around after an absence from the winning circle for a long, long time, but Hale was there and coming quickly, and the New Zealander Hale picked up Hill of Grace 60 or 70 metres from the line and has gone on to win. Number 4, Hale, written by Greg Childs. Number 11, Hill of Grace, is second. Made a valiant bid to lead all the way from the winning post with a lap to go, ridden by Stephen King. And third is number 9, and that's Grey Song out wide, ridden by Stephen Arnold in front of number 3, Spirit of Westbury. Dash for Cash never got closer than 3 to the fence. He was posted. That's where he had to stay. He was tired in the straight. He finished up about 4 or 5 lengths from the third last horse and second last placing, and there was one back behind him. But it's Hale. Good money for Hale late in the market. Charles gave it a very, very good ride. And it was there poised to go out after Hill of Grace when they turned for home. Numbers are up, 4, 11, 9 and 3. 4, 11, 9, 3 to the Sandown Classic.
And the totes 4 Hale, Greg Charles, 7 to win, 260 a place, 11 Hill of Grace, 390, 9 Grey Song, $4.70, the Quinella 57.50, Exacta $89, Trifecta 411 and 9, 1,108.40, the double 12 and 4. That was Dexterous and
meeting, and this is one of the 3 best days, I think, of the STC year. Now, Yes Chief is walking up. Now, Restless comes in. Previous race going to Fleecing, number 5, beat Quest for Success, Bond Bird and Manelli. 5-2-4-1 in the previous Fleecing at big odds for David Payne. So the line is set here at the 2,000 metres, and they're away. And immediately Elite Trooper drops out the back with Gillespie, who is going to lead a good duel for it. Letitia narrowly over Restless, followed by Tussac Flyer, Lanolin improving. Terrible Taurus next, and then Stowaway, followed by the favourite Yes Chief and a length and a half. Fair Enough trapped out very wide from Strange, and then comes Terrific Taurus. 2 lengths Gillespie and Absolute as Elite Trooper. At the end of 450 as they swing around the first corner, and Tussac Flyer on the inside, joined and headed now by Lanolin. Letitia third, and Stowaway's fourth, followed by Restless. 3/4 Terrible Taurus. 2 lengths to Fair Enough, racing on the outside of Yes Chief, and then Terrific Taurus, keeping company on the inside with Strange. Second last Gillespie and Elite Trooper. One of the 3 horses that fell here last Saturday week is Absolute. Down the back of the track they run, and Tussac Flyer opens them up a little now. Leads from Stowaway, Lanolin in third posse. Restless fourth, and then comes Letitia. 2.5 lengths to Terrible Taurus. A length and a half to Yes Chief, about a horse off the fence, and then Fair Enough. About a length and 3/4 to Strange on the inside of Terrific Taurus. Next to last Gillespie and Elite Troopers last. There's been very little change from the time they kicked here and at the 700. And Tussac Flyer a length and a half Stowaway from Restless on the inside of Lanolin. And Letitia starting to gain some headway now. Followed closely by the Full Brothers, Terrible Taurus and Terrific Taurus. Yes Chief bailed away. Gillespie to the outside. 4 lengths to Strange. A length to Fair Enough and about 3 lengths Elite Trooper as they're homeward bound, and Stowaway dashes clear and setting sail for the post. Stowaway to Letitia, followed by Terrific Taurus, Terrible Taurus, Gillespie. Restless is over on the inside. He's going it after his stablemate Stowaway, but as they pass the 200, Stowaway more than a length. Yes Chief is finally getting into the clear, and then at the head of the others Gillespie. Restless the fence, but Stowaway in front. Yes Chief won't quite get there, and the Greys Quinella it. Stowaway beat Yes Chief, Restless, followed home by a Photo for fourth, resting between Terrific Taurus and Gillespie. Good margin then, Elite Trooper and a Terrible Taurus, followed by Lanolin. Fair Enough, Letitia, went shockingly. Beat 2 to the post, Strange and Tussac Flyer. Number 2, Stowaway, Danny Beasley. Stowaway. And at 540 and 180. Has given Danny Beasley a winning double. He won the first on Barabella and survived a protest in doing so. They used plenty of the home straight in that. Number 2, Stowaway, has beaten Yes Chief and Restless. And those numbers are now semaphore. 2 Stowaway by Geiger Carter from Travel Light. Gee, she was a good mare, wasn't she? Trained by Gay Waterhouse, written by Dan Beasley. Number 6, second, Yes Chief, by Chief's Crown from Snow Leopard, John Hawkes, Corey Brown. A number 1, Restless, third by Thunder Gulls from Let's Hurry, Gay Waterhouse, Chris Muntz. Number 3 ran fourth, and that was Gillespie. 2-0.
Gillespie in fourth, and the first 4 dividend to be confirmed. Protest has come.
Roman Arch still holds favouritism by a point, though. Jar Jar Binks has gone in. Old Flavour, now 9 years of age. Winner of 14 races and $1.5 million. And still racing well. Ran a great third the other day. There's Palladium Star going in. Lord Erin, one of the young guns, veteran of just 6 starts, never out of the money. Another Warrior went in with Flavour, and now Roman Arch. In he goes, so they're set to go. Romanard's favourite. Racing. Another Warrior, one of the first out, but doesn't go forward, and Cosmic Strike bounces out and leads narrowly. Salgado is showing pace today. Up there is Flavour in the early stages with Inspire, and another Warrior outside, To Be Fair. And as they settle down, Mr. Magoo's holding onto the fence in about 4th placing. Settling fully now, and it's Cosmic Strike from Flavour. Another Warrior on the outside, 3rd, Mr. Magoo, 4th, the inside. A length and a half, Inspire, 2, Salgado, To Be Fair. 1 further back, Jar Jar Binks, and then Rockstar, 2, Palladium Star, Lord Erin. And they're trailed then by another Warrior who's back second last, and Romanards from his outside barrier went back last. Cosmic Strike the leader. In second placing then is Spring Warrior, about 3 lengths away Mr. Magoo, followed by Flavour, 2.5 Inspire, 1.5 Salgado, To Be Fair losing ground. Jar Jar Binks on the inside, and then Palladium Star from Rockstar. Romanards pulling to the outside. Another Warrior's under the whip, and Lord Erin on the fence. Cosmic Strike into the straight, kicked away on Spring Warrior, led by 2. Mr. Magoo over on the rail. Salgado winding up now. He's starting to come home well. Then Inspire and a gap, Palladium Star and Jar Jar Binks. Mr. Magoo's hooked off the fence, pounced on Cosmic Strike. Salgado still running on. Mr. Magoo from Salgado. Salgado lifting, grabbed the lead from Mr. Magoo, and Salgado, the gouch again, beat Mr. Magoo. Lord Erin, a slashing run from last for 3rd. Then Jar Jar Binks, Romanards, Inspire, Cosmic Strike, another Warrior, followed in by Rockstar, Spring Warrior, Palladium Star, Flavour, and To Be Fair. Salgado, ridden by Darren Gauci, takes a couple of the big group races today in 122.7. It's a quick gallop. Salgado finally got a barrier draw and was able to use it too. Sat just off the pace, continued to make strong ground in the straight. Still wanted to hang a little bit here, but he's been too good. Gee, we've seen some great riding. Mr. Magoo's ride was just as good as the winner, Brad Rawiller. On Mr. Magoo, he looked to win it fleetingly, and Lord Erin, perhaps the run of the race. He's come from virtually last at the home turn and continued to make ground along the inside. 10, 1 and 12 in a race.
The board, number 11 Pistolero, 1 run back from a long break. A win at Gosford, $3.80, and $4 for number 7 Wyangan Pines. 3rd pick Storm Zero, number 2 at $6.70. On track, the clear favourite is Pistolero, about a point shorter than Wyangan Pines. And a little late money coming, as I say, for 2 Storm Zero. Race 6 to Stowaway, number 2 Dan Beasley beats 6 Yes Chief, 1 Restless, 3 Gillespie 4th, other winners fleecing. A dead heat in the 4th, Cash, Cachet and Comforts. Desert Dane took the 3rd, Dorky the 2nd, and Barabella won the 1st of the day. Now Sex Machine minus the jockey. Sex Machine moves in riderless. Here's Wyangan Pines coming forward with Storm Zero, and the last in will be Zhivago, looking for the hat-trick. Zhivago. Wyangan Pines settles. Zhivago about to be led up to a wide gate, the outside of the stalls here at the 1400. And the light is on. Here's the starter. Should jump at any tick of the clock. Race 7, Rosehill Gardens. They're racing. Danny Dancer got squeezed up, dropped out. Sex Machine and Think On didn't get out all that quickly. And Cape How and Pistolero with Zhivago disputing the lead, and then Magna Force Costas off. Length and a half to Storm Zero, improving Wyangan Pines in the middle. Trabit is on the rails, then Sex Machine, Danny Dancer, followed by Typhoon. Shannon Magic, Think On, and Absolute is straight back. 9.50 to go. And Zhivago is the leader now, half length on Magna Force. Travelling 3rd, Pistolero on the outside of Cape How. Wider Costas off. Length and a half, Wyangan Pines. Trabit on his inside. A length and a half further away is Storm Zero on the outside of Danny Dancer. Then comes on the rails Think On. Sex Machine the middle, wider Typhoon, and straight back in company with Shannon Magic of the last pair. Down past the 600 they travel, coming onto the corner. Zhivago the leader. 3/4 of a length on Magna Force. Costas off 3rd. On the fence Cape How, followed by Pistolero, momentarily held up for a run. Wyangan Pines Pines into the clear to put in his challenge, and then Sex Machine, followed by Danny Dancer. They race to the 300, and Zhivago with a kick taken on by Wyangan Pines, Danny Dancer, and Sex Machine, followed by Cape Hour. Wyangan Pines gets to the lead now. Sex Machine and Danny Dancer from Zhivago and Cape Hour. Wyangan Pines, however, is holding them all at bay, and Wyangan Pines wins it. Oh, good go Danny Dancer with Cape Hour, Traybit, Sex Machine and Zhivago all there for the minors. Think On rattled home. Storm Zero is next, followed by Shannon Magic, and then Typhoon, Magnaforce, Pistolero disappointed, followed home by Costas Off, and Absolute in the field was Straight Back. Number 7, the winner, Wyangan Pines, ridden by Huey Bowman for Guy Walter, and a wall of horses for second, third and fourth. Perfect ride by Huey, and he's really settled back into race riding with absolutely no problems whatsoever. A born horseman, so despite the fact he had that time on the sidelines, it hasn't hindered his riding ability one iota. Number 7 is the winner here, or will be, and that's Wyangan Pines. Second goes to number 9, Danny Dancer, ridden by Rob Brewer. Number 5, Cape Hour, is third, ridden by Ben Hull, and the fourth is In Abeyance. 7, 9, 5, and the fourth to come. The winner.
Okay, fourth to be confirmed, and that winner prepared by Guy Walter, collecting the cash, giving Hugh Bowman a winning double. So it's 7, 9, 5 across the line by Royal Academy out of Whispering Pines for the Orange Grove Stud Syndicate. And fourth, we still await to be confirmed. Highlight race in Brisbane today is
a signal to be given. Dursey M was placed in the Queensland Guineas at 1600 at Eagle Farm. He'll appreciate the drop back to 52 kilos here. In humping 58, he goes up in class but down in weight. But it's a good race, always has been. All set. Gates open, off and racing. Start and a half with Port Call, the first to come out of the gate. Startel began okay. Lauren Alargi and Desert Chassé not far away with Strike Force. Then when they settle down, it's Port Call past the 1400, the leader. Now going to second, Desert Sachet. Banff Connection third. Strike Force is fourth on the rail. Yogi's Edition fifth, a little bit deep. Then Land and Armstrong wide. Lauren Alargi's on the fence. Dursey M's in a good spot. He's racing about ninth. A couple of Startel outside. Silver Page. Wishart's got over from his wide gate. He's over on the rails. Then Final Forecast on the inside of Empyrean. A long way from them, Motivate from Timber Tycoon, and Last Strange Conflict to the 900 metres mark, and Port Call is the leader. Armstrong is travelling deep on the track, and Desert Sachet third. Racing fourth, Yogi's Edition. Strike Force fifth on the inside from Banff Connection. Another length further back, Lauren Alargi from Land and Dursey M's improving. Then Silver Page inside, Startel. A couple to Wishart. He's about to come into it now, followed by Empyrean, and then Timber Tycoon. Final Forecast, Motivate and Strange Conflict. They're homeward bound. Port Call in front at the 400. He's got two now, Desert Sachet. Then Strike Force, Banff Connection. Here's Dursey M coming into it. Wishart's taking the shortcut, and Startel's down the outside. Port Call in front at the 200 from Banff Connection. Dursey M and Startel joining in, and then came Wishart looking for the run. Banff Connection the leader. Dursey M and Startel on the outside. Banff Connection joined by Startel. Startel takes the lead. Startel beat Banff Connection and Dursey M from Wishart fourth. Then Lauren Alargi, Empyrean, Port Call